Hello, friends and classmates. It is crazy to think that this is the end of our LPU season. I am just so thankful. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. Going to college was something that I always had wanted to do. I worked so hard in high school to get good grades, to hopefully earn scholarships, and took a gap year after I graduated high school, and went to YWAM. And then the Lord called me into full-time missions and ministry, and I was with YWAM for like 20 years. And I laid down that dream of continuing my education, of a college experience. And then in 2023, God brought that back, and it has really been a gift. Um, yeah, I'm just so blessed that He allowed me to come, opened the doors to come, and just kind of laid it right in front of me, plopped it in my lap. Was not something I thought about for a long time. I think it was like August of 2023, and I decided I'm going to go get my bachelor's and enrolled in the community college that started 1 week later, and then started at LPU that following January. So it was kind of a whirlwind surprise thing that happened, and I am just, again, so grateful. So, um, I think some significant people I need to thank. My husband, obviously, just for his support, his partnership. We have been pastoring during this season as well. So I've been going to LPU online, and then we co-pastor our church. I also had some other jobs during the beginning, and just such a full plate. And yet my family, my husband, so supportive, carrying a little bit of extra load, so that I had time to complete assignments and really focus on learning. So I wanted to thank him and my kids and our church family. And then, of course, all of our professors and just their dedication and faithfulness to teaching well, to their faithfulness to the word, and just the time that they have given us and their knowledge and the things that they work so hard to learn, and just passing that on. And I'm just so grateful to them. And then my classmates, it's such a weird thing to learn online, because you're not in class and you don't meet people face to face generally. And it's interesting to have discussions on discussion boards, just revolving around the topics of the class. And so it has been an honor and a joy to learn alongside of you. And I have learned so much from um, so many people over the course of the last few years in the discussion boards, in our Zoom class sessions, working together on projects. But just a handful of people that kind of came to mind, specifically, that I know definitely impacted me. I've definitely learned from you. So thank you. Sarah, Karina, Kari, Amanda, Bryn, Brian, uh, Kelsey, Yukara. I've just really valued the input, the things that you contributed in our discussion posts. I definitely learned so much from you. So thank you so much. And Katie, uh, I've also really enjoyed getting to know you. Thank you for your partnership in our group project. I don't even know, a year and a half ago in our Bible Lit class, and just ever since then, really enjoyed having you in discussions and Zoom calls. So very thankful. I like online learning. I am self-motivated. I learn well this way. It's the bittersweet part is not having that face-to-face interaction with classmates. So it has been just great in the elements that we've been able to get to know one another over the years in different classes. Some of my favorite mo moments at LPU. Um, let's see, my theology classes, those have been, I think, my favorite. The opportunity to learn new ways to study the word, to dig deeper. I've never had formal training in theology and Bible or doctrine before. So all my years of YWAM and pastoring, a lot of that was more informal, kind of learn as you go, workshops, etc. So having these dedicated classes on theology have been really instrumental in developing my, I guess maybe my biblical literacy or the way that I even approach scripture as I prepare sermons. I've definitely grown in that area, and I've been so thankful for those classes. Professor Swoboda's theology class was probably one of the most instrumental for me over the course of the last few years, as well as the Kingdom and Jesus class with Kyle Bauer. I love that class. I think that was probably my favorite class. Just really digging into parables, into scripture, into what the kingdom means, into how Jesus taught, um, really impacted my perspective and the way that I preach, the way that I pastor. So, very thankful for that. Let's see, leadership classes. I'm getting my bachelor's in ministry and leadership. So the leadership classes with Professor Remy, very significant, great overview of different styles of leadership. But I think the thing that I appreciated the most about his class was just our Zoom sessions and being able to talk to other classmates, to talk to Professor Remy about leadership, about things that were happening in the moment. Those are just some significant memories that I have. I love learning. I am a book learner. This is where I thrive. And so, these last few years have brought me a lot of joy, even with the stress and the full plate and all the things that come along with completing a degree, writing papers, all the reading. I've really, it's just been a season where I've been thriving, and I'm just, again, so thankful. This attending LPU has definitely impacted me personally, spiritually, just growing with the Lord, realizing the importance once again of the foundation of our faith, the importance of simplicity, of like just spending time with Him, not making it too complicated. And then it's also just impacted my pastoring, my profession. I have taken so much from these last years, from um, my classes, from my discussions, worked some of it into sermons, but also just the ministry classes, the church structure, culture, strategy classes, very significant in my pastoring. I've definitely taken and immediately applied those types of principles. We're working on, long-term strategy. We updated our values because of that class. And yeah, just really significant, I think, for our church, the things that God has taught me through coming to LPU. These are things that are going to have long-term impact in my life, but also in my ministry and our church body. They are things that I will be coming back to and revisiting and looking over my notes and further applying principles of leadership, principles of church dynamics, um, and things like that. So, yeah, I don't think that I can fully or adequately sum up what getting this bachelor's has meant. I thought I would get through it without being emotional, but I'm thankful. I'm kind of sad it's over. I I don't know that I want to go get my master's, but I do love learning, so maybe I'll be back, but just thankful and looking forward to meeting some of you in person over the years, those that go on to full-time ministry, or maybe you already are, and we'll meet up at convention or different things. So it has been a blessing. I'm really thankful, and I pray nothing but God's blessing on you, whatever you are doing next. I know that He is faithful. It's been one of the biggest themes in my life is God's faithfulness. And I know He will be faithful in whatever He calls you to, whatever He sets before you, He will He is enough for you. He will give you what you need to go through any trial, any challenge, any change. Um, he's enough and he is always faithful and he is so good. So, blessings, friends. I pray that this rest of this year will be refreshing, that if you feel depleted after completing this bachelor's, that God will just continue to fill you, that you'll have a season of rest and really experience His peace and His joy. So I will hopefully see you again.